Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy AYT, the hunGRYninJAZ, bringing you a deck profile update of my Evilswarm. Working my way to the YCS. Looks like I'm going, and I'm going to try and enter and play. Over the weekend, I went to two locals, my own locals in town, and locals in Tallahassee at Gamescape. The deck did very well. At my locals, went 3-1 Swiss, made it to the finals, went second place. At Tallahassee, they have 42 contestants. I reached the top 8, going 4-2 in Swiss, and then losing in the top 8, which didn't really matter to me because it was fun. I needed to get competitive. I tried some stuff, and now I'm working my way to a final build for the YCS. So I'm going to show you what I'm working with now. I've been playing on DN today, and it's I have only lost like one match. Of course, this is DN, but still is pretty good for testing. I only lost one match so far, and the card I'm trying is really putting in a lot of work. And anyway, here we go. The monsters, of course, you got 3 Helio. I still take 1 on Lantern. Let me adjust that camera. 3 Caster, of course you know that. 3 Kirkion, 3 Thunderbird, 3 Mandragora, and that's all the Evilswarms. Follow up now, Rabbit, of course, still play Dark Arm. And for now, these were Forbidden Chalice, which I used at the Tallahassee locals, but now they're Max C. Because I'm expecting to see some Mermails, some Heretics, and going second against those decks are a bitch. Especially if they know you're playing Evilswarm, going second against them is a real bitch. And this card usually stops them more so than Valor. Even facing Fire Fist, if they just so happen to be playing Spirit, this will stop them more than Valor because they will go Leopard, Spirit, then try some Leopard and you can plus off of that. So that's why I'm main decking Max C for now. For the spells, Scout, Dark Hole, Reinforcements, Allure, obvious stuff. Follow up 2 Dress. Thinking about putting a 3rd, but for now just 2. 3 Shrink. This has been oddly put in where I tried 2 in Tallahassee. It worked well where I need to use it because I like ran over a Megalo with a Caster or Mandragora or something because of Shrink. And just that half just makes, alright, without any added benefits like Tinker or anything, this basically makes everything killable by even Mandragora. And I'm like, yes. And for the off chance that I run into a Malefic deck and I can't get rid of the skill drain, I can't blah blah blah, and they go that Cyber Effort, well, I'm just going to like shrink it and run over it with Ophium. So Shrink has been very good damage step wise. You are not guaranteed, but you're almost damn near guaranteed to win the battle with this deck when you shrink the monster and attack with one of the many beat stickable monsters we have in there. Next up, Triple MST. You know, 2 Pandemic still. The thought has creeped in my head to maybe play 3, but right now 2's been fine. 1 Infestation Infection. Now, compulsory, I've been seeing a bunch of people drop this, and some people not want to play it. I've been like that, and after the tournament in Tallahassee and my tournament at my locals, I'm saying this needs to stay in. True, it does nothing against Mermails. I mean, it does nothing against Fire Fist, Prophecy, and Bujin. But Mermails, Heretics, going second against Heretics, and going second against Harpies, surprisingly, is a bitch because they like to go Gaios, they like to go what's that thing, Draco Sack, or they'll put Exceed on the board that you just don't want to deal with at the point, and Compulse comes really handy with those decks. So it's enough of a reason to continue main decking it. Then Boundless, Torrential. No Mirror Forces, shockingly, because I decided to try this build out for a little while. Mirror Force in some of my matchups became a liability because Mermaids could marksman it. Fire Fist can Yoku it and be a pain in the ass. Of course, you got all your regular herders of the said card. And I was like, and then there's a bunch of decks playing the Korean Trap Stun. I'm like, Mirror Force isn't as good this format, so I'm going to try playing without it. And also, I'm not playing Safe Zone. Reason being is recent. I ran into it in the Tallahassee locals. They are running Chain Whirlwind and Mermaids because Spear can die, and then they can just pop 2 cards at your end phase when Spear dies. And I'm like, I didn't play Safe Zone in Tallahassee, and when I saw that, I really thought to myself that was a really good meta call, because I was not expecting it. But if I had Skill Drain, I might have been screwed. I mean, if I had a Safe Zone, I might have been a little screwed. Moving on to Phoenix Chain. I'm now main decking Macro. Macro, I know it's a side in Macro against just about every single freaking deck I play. Be it Mermaids, Fire Fist. Only one that doesn't get played outside the in against is probably Harpies because they can blow it up. Other than that, Mermaid, Fire Fist, Prophecy, Heretics, it gets sided in. So, and Gear got sided in. So, my point is, if I'm going to side it in against all these matchups, I'm probably going to face all these. And then there's Noble Knights, get rid of all their equipment. Might as well main deck it. Why not? And, Solemn Warning. Okay. Let's see. For the extra deck, I do not have Excite Time. I'm hoping to borrow somebody's. I don't know yet. I'm already borrowing somebody's 101. I don't know if I'm going to use it there or whatever, but anyway. 3 Ophion, obviously. 2 Bahamut still, because Bahamut is just stupid. Nightmare puts in a lot of work. And Ouroboros, which also I've only summoned it a few times, but once you summon it, it puts in a good bit of work. For the generics, you got Crazy Box still. It's probably going to come out when I get Exciton. Then again, might stay in because I'm seeing Skill Drain or Heretics. I'm not sure. This probably will come out for Exciton though. Gemini Pearl, that probably is a higher candidate on the list. Key Beetle, of course, number 101. He put in work at the Tallahassee locals. Black Ship of Corn, of course. Diamond Direwolf, Maestro, Cowboy. Alright, for the side deck that I have currently built, I side deck Effect Veiler for those matchups that I needed, and for the matchups where Maxi isn't as good, like Constellar, Evilswarm, Boosions. Well, I don't side this in against Boosions. Let me change that. I don't side in against Boosions. 2 Chalice. As you know, I've been running Chalice since the baby dragons were out, because I hate flip effects. And now they're bringing around Mermaid side deck, Snowman Eater, Geargia have Geargia armor, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to challenge. I took it out for like a couple of weeks, didn't really miss it. Put it back in the side deck for this week because I'm like, Geargia, I hate you. I was main decking it, but I feel Maxi is better choice right now because, like I said, going second against certain decks is a bitch. And Veiler, if you're going second, most of the time Veiler doesn't stop their plays. It stops one play, and then they follow up with Fire Fist like Tensu, Mermaids like some other shit. Or Mermaids, you stop the search, but they'll still get the Scar effect off, and that's just lethal. D-Fissure still, I thought about main decking it. I don't know if I am yet. 2 Overwork for the Fire Fist. Eradicator, Fire, you already know that. Not in prison the mirror for Boojans and Constellars and the Random Thunder family and Thunder Watts and whatever the fuck it is. If it's like that. I wasn't side decking before because I got tired of it being MST, but I'm side decking. Soul Drain, 2 Chaos Trap Hole, 2 Black Corner Head. Anyway, that's it, YouTube. Enjoy the video. This is your boy YT, the Hungry Ninjas. I'm out. Peace.